everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kat, and on this channel I chat about knitting, crocheting, spinning, and all of the cool fiber artsy things that I'm getting up to. Today we're going to do a pattern roundup. So we're going to talk about all of the cool patterns that I would knit if I had all of the time in the world, and some of the ones that I definitely will knit this spring. Let's get into it. So before we start, I wanted to share what I'm wearing. I am wearing my brand new Off the Needles ranunculus. This one is knit in Juniper Moon Farms Cumulus, which is Mako cotton, and it is so soft, you guys. It is really, really, really soft. The one thing is that this is pretty stretchy and drapey, so over time this will stretch out, but honestly, that's not a terrible thing. I did knit this to crop length, which means that it fits really, really well with skirts and with dresses and with high-waisted jeans, which I have a lot of. So it's perfect for me. I have already worn this to work and I'm very happy about it. Let's get into the patterns. Okay, so the first tee that we're going to talk about is the Fleur tee by Brianna Mason. So this is actually a pretty size inclusive pattern. It goes all the way up to, it looks like 61.25 inches of the finished bust measurement. I said that weird. Finished bust measurement. And it is a full lace tee and it looks so pretty, y'all, especially in the color that is featured on Ravelry. It is so nice. It's essentially just like the diamond shaped eyelet with, I believe it's a little bit of ribbing in the middle, in between the lines. Maybe it's not. No, it doesn't look like it is actually, but it is gorgeous. Like the more that I see this tee, the more that I really, really want to make it. And honestly, if I had all the time in the world, I totally would. But I'm not gonna lie, fingering weight tee in lace scares me a little bit, especially because I'm trying to be a monogamous knitter, although that's not going very well. Spoiler alert for next week. But it is just so pretty. I love it. I'm like in love. It's just so pretty. It also, funny story, it has no positive ease. It is negative ease all the way. And I am not gonna lie, I am a little scared of negative ease when it comes to these because I have a really big natural gauge. And I feel like even though I would try to do the negative ease, I probably would fail. So I'd need to do like a smaller size to hopefully account for that in my gauge, or I would need a gauge swatch to hopefully account for that. But it is just, it's such a pretty pattern and I really want it. But if I had all the time in the world, I would. The average difficulty from the 25 ratings that it has so far, by the way, is like smack dab in the middle. So if you're a new knitter, I don't know that I would recommend this pattern to you. But if you're intermediate like I am, I definitely would recommend it. Who knows, guys? Maybe I might do this tee. It's really pretty. The second pattern that I have for y'all today is the Salty Air Tee by Samantha Guerin. This is also fingering weight tee, but, oh, and it's also pretty size inclusive. It goes all the way up to 64.3 inches on the finished bust circumference, and it is gorgeous. I really love the lace detail on the yoke. It is super pretty. The sample was knitted up with single ply linen, which I think I would want to do something similar, something like linen, easy breezy. It does have some positive ease to it, so this makes me feel a little more comfortable than negative ease, just because, like I said, I have a really large natural gauge. So this is 5 to 10 centimeters of positive ease, which is 2 to 4 inches of positive ease. It is gorgeous. I really, really love this one. It is really pretty, especially in this natural, not natural, in this like featured one, the color. In this featured color, it is really, really pretty. And honestly, I just like love the way that it looks. She does say that if it's knit to a cropped length, it goes really, really well with skirts, dresses, or high-waisted pants. So I really want to try this like on top of a dress and see how it looks. Like this seems really gorgeous. So this one is probably one that I will knit. I don't know that I'll finish it by spring's end, but I really want to knit this one, even though it's a fingering weight. And like I said, fingering weight kind of scares me when it comes to a tee, but it is just gorgeous and I love it so much. It's so pretty, guys. I feel like I'm going to say that for everything. Like, it's so pretty. It is really pretty. Okay, so the third one is one that I actually already have yarn for, and it's yarn that I've had in my stash for a while that I was going to make a poppy tee out of, but the more that I look at it, the more that I'm like, this is not begging to be a poppy tee. It is the Cloudbreak tee by Wool and Pine, and it is this gorgeous t-shirt that has a lace detail at the bottom of the t-shirt, and I'm in love with it. It is such a gorgeous pattern. It also is um there's a possibility. There's a pattern for both a short sleeve and a long sleeve, um, which is really great. It is also pretty size inclusive. It goes up to 72 inches on the bust, which is great. And it does have some positive ease as well, 2 to 6 inches. So that's 5 to 15 centimeters of positive ease, which it makes me more comfortable when it comes to making things like this. Um, the more that I look at it, the more that I'm like, man, I really need this in my wardrobe. It looks like it's a raglan construction, um, but even though I love raglans, like I don't mind doing this, and the lace detail at the bottom is just so gorgeous. It looks like it's like garter stitch with a little bit of lace in between. It's just so pretty, guys. It's so pretty. I love it. So I think we should do it. I think this is going to be one that I'm going to definitely do. This next one would be a if I had all of the time in the world, and I don't, but if I had all the time in the world, I would definitely knit the Nostalgia Tee by Auguste Knit. It is full lace. It is so gorgeous and romantic. It's got this all over open work lace pattern and it makes like a scalloped effect. And it's got like slight puff sleeves. It's just so pretty. It's worked from the bottom up, which is interesting to me because I haven't done a bottom up in a really long time. Actually, my first knit project, the June top, or not my first one, was my first one? One of the first ones was the June top, which is bottom up. And famously, as y'all know, that was a huge fail for me. So it would be a little scary for me, but I think I should try something bottom up again. So maybe I might bring this one back for the summer and give it a shot. This one is not as size inclusive as I wish it was. It only goes up to 45 inches on the finished bust circumference, but I really, and actually, you know what, looking at it, I would probably be the top, like the very, very last size, which I'm not really happy about. Not because I would be the largest size, but just because there are no sizes above mine that would make it a little more size inclusive for others. So your mileage may vary. But it is gorgeous and I think it's so, so, so pretty and it's very romantic. I may have to bring it back for the summer, but we'll see how we do. So one of our reoccurring themes with this particular pod or video is that there's a lot of lace and I feel like lace and spring just go hand in hand and it is just so nice to see so many gorgeous lace patterns out and I just like Ravelry is a treasure trove and when I did my deep dive I went full in on all of the lace I think and it's looked so pretty guys. I love it. So the next one is also a little bit of lace. It's the Vilma top by Gregoria Fibers. And this one is knit in an Aran weight. It does have some positive ease and it is size inclusive ish. It goes up to a 52.75-inch finished bust circumference, which I wish it was a little bit more, but it does have some positive ease, which I guess but I do wish it was a little bit more size inclusive. This was first published in 2023 though, so maybe there's been some people in the projects that have made it a little bit bigger, but I really love this one. It is kind of a cardigan. Um and I haven't knit a cardigan yet, I know, which is a little weird, right? Like I have a cardigan on my list of things to knit this year, but it is a little weird that I haven't knit one yet. And I don't know if this one would be my first one, but it is very pretty and I really love it. Um, Sorry if y'all heard that. That is Lily snoring. So if you hear her for the rest of the video, just know that that is my dog, and I will post a picture of her right here. She's very cute and I love her, and she is right behind the lights, so this will be fun. But anyway, so this is also, it looks like it's in English, Danish, and Korean, so I wonder if this is a Korean pattern. Um, Although it's Gregoria fibers, maybe am I crazy? I don't know if I'm crazy. We'll see. Well, we all know that I'm a little crazy. But anyway, going back to the actual pattern, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. And there is a photo on here where she wears it with jeans and a tank top, a t-shirt, like just like a plain gray t-shirt under, and it looks so good. It looks so pretty. I kind of like need that look in my wardrobe. This is one that I don't know that we would do during the spring, but if I had all the time in the world, absolutely would be on my list. Absolutely, without a doubt. Okay, this one is one that I am like this close to casting on, and this is a Tolsta tank by Rebecca Clow. So that's the Crayabea, and I just love this tank. So one of the things that I love about this tank is that it comes with all of the different shaping options, and that is super important to me because I am seeing all of her different options on Ravelry, and the one that I love the most is this like delicate like V-neck green top, and that's the one that I want to knit. Like I don't have any green, I have blue, but I really want to knit that specifically, that one. It is a worsted weight garment, so it makes me feel like it'll go by really, really quickly. And it's either in Line, which I think I should have some extra from one of the other ones that I have going on right now, one of my whips, which I told you guys I was on a journey. I was not solely a monogamous knitter. I am on a journey. So I have two whips right now, maybe three. I'm thinking about a third. But yeah, I have two whips right now. And one of them is lace and the other one is not. And I feel like one of these years, I'll get there. I'll get there. Maybe monogamous knitter is not for me, but we haven't given it enough of a good shot yet. We haven't given it the old college try. So we got to give it the old college try first. But anyway, going back to this lovely, lovely, lovely pattern. This one is very size inclusive. It goes all the way up to, let me see. Oh, okay. So this is cool. There is an option for a DK weight finished measurement and a worsted weight finished measurement. And the DK weight finished measurement goes all the way up to 71.25 inches, and she labels it as an F cup, which is really great. And the 4-ply, which is that worsted? No, that's not right. No, because worsted is 8-ply. Guys, is worsted 8-ply or is it 4-ply? I'm going to put it down here because I don't know right at the second off the top of my head. I need to look. But the 4-ply goes up to 71.45 inches, also at an F cup. So that's great. That's really nice. And yeah. No, that's awesome. Okay, so I keep looking at all of these different like measurements, and whoa, like she has gone really into detail with all of the measurements and everything. I'm really impressed. I've never knit anything by Rebecca Clow, and this would be my first knit by Rebecca Clow, and honestly, this is amazing. I really love it. This is really nice. She's done such a good job. Like A plus. This is so good. Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm incredibly impressed. The next one is the Plain Yoke Tee by Llama Knits. And this is a worsted weight tee. It also is pretty size inclusive. It goes all the way up to 61 inches of finished bust circumference. And it is just gorgeous. I love the yoke, even though it's the plain yoke tee, it does have some detail on the yoke, and it is not super, super detailed, but it is gorgeous. And it gives it just a little bit of interest. And I love that it's not just a plain stockinette t-shirt, which I already have. It is also really pretty in this specific color. It's also made with Sandascarline, which I'm finding is a theme recurring through this video, is there's a lot of Sandascarline, which is high talk for someone who does not have any shops here in town that sell Sandascarline, which means that I would have to buy it either online or venture to Austin to buy some. And guys, venturing to Austin for me means spending cash money at Knit ATX, and y'all will see it during my next podcast that I just have like spent a lot at Knit ATX. Maybe I shouldn't. So I need to pump the brakes, but I don't have Sandascarline available to me here in San Antonio. So the more that I see these, the more that I'm going to have to find something different that I can use with this, hopefully in my stash, that is available to me here in San Antonio, because this is not going to vibe. But anyway, back to this pattern. It's gorgeous. It is a high neck, so it looks like it's about the height of this ranunculus that I'm wearing, so that's great. And it's just so pretty. I love it. It's so gorgeous. A+. It's so nice. The next one I'll go by pretty quickly because we've already talked about it, and it's the Tulipan Tee by Llama Knits. And this one I am going to cast on during the spring. One, because it's part of my Make 9 for this year, and two, because I'm really excited to make this. This is another one that is made with Sandascarline, so I do need to go get yarn for this. Hopefully either getting the Sandascarline from Knit ATX or getting it online, or just finding an alternative. So if you have any alternatives, please drop them in the comments below, because I do need an alternative to Sandascarline at some point. But this one is a worsted weight, which that tracks, and the bust circumference goes up to 61.75. So it's pretty size inclusive, which is really nice. It's a circular yoke, and the yoke is obviously worked in the round. The sleeves and the body get separated at some point, and the lace goes down to about where the sleeve separation is, it looks like. But I haven't bought this pattern yet, so I actually don't know. And it is just so pretty. I love it. I think I'll probably make this in like a wheat color or like a tan color. It looks, I know that I'm super basic and it's like the exact color of the preview on Ravelry, but it looks really nice in that color. And I think that if I do it in that color, then I can use it for things like work or just a little bit more elevated stuff. So I really love it, and I love being able to use knits or things that I've made. Oh, sorry for that movement on the camera. That was my dog, Lily. So she's got her paw on the ring light, and when she was scratching, it like moved the whole thing. So sorry about that. But yes, I really love wearing knits to work or to like events and things like that. And that would be one of the things that I would want to do, is wear a really gorgeous knit to an event like that. So this would be the perfect tee to wear to an event or to work, to something. And I really love that option, having the versatility to be able to do that. The second to last tee tank, really, on this one is the Tip Top Tank by Emily Bolduan. This is actually a free pattern, and it is knit on a sport weight. This one is not as size inclusive as I would like. It goes up to 47 inches. And this is so pretty. One of the things that I really love about this is that there's two different options. So you can either do just the regular like strap, or you can do a tie strap, which is what I'll probably do on this one. Now, if I had all the time in the world, I would do both. I would do the regular strap and then the tie strap, but I don't have all the time in the world. So I'm probably just going to do the tie strap, and it is sport weight. So that's really great. Um, They do have another option for this tee as well. It is the Tip Top Tank Fine, and that one is specifically supposed to be a little bit more for summer. Um, and I like that idea, but I think I'm going to stick with this one because it is sport weight and it'll knit up a little bit faster. And the very last pattern, you've all heard it, you've all seen it, but this is the first time that I've done it, and I have actually already cast this on. This is the Sabai top by Susanne Mũller, and it is knit on a DK weight. I am knitting this in Sandnesgarn Line. I just got it at Knit ATX last week, and I have started to knit this in this gorgeous pink color. And I'm really excited about this one because for two reasons. One, I can wear this with a blazer to work, which is really nice for me because I don't like going out of my way to not wear this with a to not be able to wear this at work, because I love making pieces that are versatile, like I said. So I really love the idea of wearing this one to work, and I think that this will be perfect. The other part about this is that it's top down and that it has gone by so fast. Right now I'm about to split for sleeves, which means that I have like this much done, but I'm taking it on a work trip, and I'm hoping that I will at least be able to get it to knit in the round while I'm on that trip, because I do have a 3-hour flight on the way there and a 3-hour flight on the way back. So hopefully I knit fast enough, or honestly, I just don't get distracted and I'm able to knit enough to be able to just get it to be in the round, because once it's in the round, it's going to fly off the needles. But until it's there, we're just going to have to do the pattern. This one has two different options. You can either do a full stockinette stitch one or one that has ribbed. So the one that I'm doing is the ribbed one, because although I love stockinette, I really wanted to have the ribbed one because I feel like it's a little bit more visually interesting. And honestly, I've had a lot of fun doing the ribbed pattern. So I feel like that's the best one for me. This one, because it's in Sandnesgarn Line, I don't know if you guys have knit with Sandnesgarn Line before. It is a little scratchy to knit with, but the fabric that comes out of it is really nice, and it's drapey and it's airy. And honestly, like I said, this whole video has been like one Sandnesgarn Line pattern after the other, and it makes me really want to go buy more, but right now I'm a little full on yarn, so I'm gonna see what I have in my stash to see if I can do anything else with what I've got, or if I really do need to go to Knit ATX and get some. But this particular pattern, I can totally see why, because it is just so nice. It's so drapey, and I feel like it'll work really well, especially under a blazer with a skirt. And that's all the patterns for today. I hope you were inspired and you found some great patterns to knit this spring. And if you didn't find any great patterns, or if you think I missed one that I should be knitting, please drop it in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help me, especially as a really small channel. And thank you so much to the people who have subscribed. I really appreciate you. And we'll see y'all next time. Bye.